Our next speaker is Tony Dolz. Tony has over 20 years of experience in international business development and forging strategic partnerships, and holds an MBA degree in international business. He is a Minuteman running through the California Assembly in the 41st District, and is running on a platform that will end national security risks, broken borders, and taxpayer abuse at the hands of illegal aliens, their employers, and dishonest elected officials who pander to them in our government. His motto and campaign literature proclaim, "Send the Minuteman to Congress. Send the Minuteman to Sacramento." Tony?
Thank you. I stand here in support of law-abiding citizens of Mexico, of the United States, and around the world who want to come to America and be part of our family and do so in a legal fashion. I'm a Cuban-born Hispanic immigrant. My wife is also a foreign-born immigrant. I sit on the board of the Immigrants' Rights Foundation and a number of other immigrant and Hispanic organizations. I'm also a candidate for the United States Congress. My family is an immigrant family that believes in the rule of law and abhors the lawlessness of illegal immigration and the profiteers that benefit from that. Illegal immigration would not be allowed to fester for decades if it were not lucrative for many influential people. I would like to share with you this. This is my United States passport. With this passport and a valid visa, I have been able to travel all around the world. Typically, the first thing I do is I make a telephone call to the consulate of that country, and I ask them, I am a U.S. citizen, I would like to visit your country, and I would like to obey your laws. What is it that I have to do? And I comply with that, and I'm welcome the same way that American citizens welcome Mexican or citizens of any nation who comply with their laws. Law-abiding foreigners arrive in our country with a valid passport and visa and leave when their visas expire. Only illegal aliens who violate our borders or overstay their visas require a bogus document, such as the Mexican Matricula Consular. The Mexican government knows that. Mexico has established 48 consulates in the United States, and from these they also run mobile units that travel to big and small towns everywhere. From these consulates and mobile units, they are issuing the bogus Matricula Consular. And with this document, illegal aliens can secure other more robust forms of identification and obtain services like bank accounts. Mexico has taught school children a lie for 160 years. Mexican schools teach children that California was stolen from Mexico. The truth is that California was Spanish, never Mexican. The people who lived here were Spanish subjects. The Californianos, as the people who were here were called, fought Mexico's failed 23-year occupation of California. Californianos made it very clear that they did not want to be ruled by the rebels in Mexico and formed their own independent California Republic, and eventually joined the United States to become one of the most prosperous states in the Union. Mexico's intent appears to be reconquering the California that they never had through a demographic takeover. For this purpose, it now allows Mexicans to hold dual citizenship and encourage millions of Mexicans to violate our borders and to attach themselves to the United States host organism. Mexico's President Calderon has stated that Mexico's borders extend to wherever Mexicans live. What he means is that California is part of Mexico. Let me put Mexico's deployment of consulates in perspective. The United States GDI is $13 trillion compared to Mexico's $700 billion. This makes the U.S. economy 15 times the size of Mexico. The United States population is 300 million compared to Mexico's 100 million. This makes the United States population 3 times larger. Yet, the United States has 9 consulates in Mexico, while Mexico has 48 consulates in the United States. Mexico has deployed this great number of consulates because it believes that California is part of Mexico, and that Mexicans who live here are part of Mexico. Anyone that does not see this better get their glasses prescriptions checked. I have a suggestion for President Calderon. 70% of amphetamines, heroin, morphine, and marijuana, and 90% of cocaine that poisons Americans comes from Mexico. Why don't you show compassion and responsibility by converting the 48 consulates into drug rehabilitation centers for American families? I would like to finish by suggesting a bridge between the people on both sides of the illegal alien invasion. I suggest that we build a bridge over the Rio Grande with 10 lanes like the proposed NAFTA superhighway, only that I would have all 10 lanes pointing south and into the source of the massive illegal immigration of poor, illiterate people, the Mexican government. Thank you very much.
Yes.